Hello there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Logajit, yours truly self-improvement YouTuber coming back up once again. This time, today, I'm going to be explaining to you about the things that I learned from a book, a valuable book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Now, this book is valuable asset to me. It was written by Joseph Murphy. He's one of the authors who write self-improvement books, self-help books. Oh, by the way, this guy right here, this moon, is meeting up with the sun. How crazy. Once in a while it happens. Okay, anyways, about this book. Have you ever heard the law subconscious mind? The law of subconscious mind. If you're someone who is still in school right now, you would know that. And look, the pigeons are fighting. One of the things that nature fascinates me with these things. Anyways, if you're someone in school right now, you would probably heard the laws of physics, right? Laws of um, conservation of energy, laws of conservation of mass, and from the chemistry, I heard the laws of uncertainty principle by Heisenberg. All the scientist names that I truly respect to them. They really made knowledge to the next level, even though it's people just say it's outdated right now. That's something that's irrelevant now. Like that, this is also one of the laws. This is one of the universal truth, the laws of subconscious mind. Have you ever heard that somewhere before? Right? Is this taught by school? Did someone in real life tell you about the laws of subconscious mind apart from the book that you read from it? If not, let me explain to you. Now, before stating the laws of subconscious mind, let me briefly introduce about the duality of our mind. In case if you've been wondering, you probably heard this from Andrew Huberman's podcast about mental health, right? He talks with Dr. Paul Conti about how healthy a person is in the mind. They talk about the defense mechanisms of the mind. They talk about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Like they explain the iceberg model, right? The smaller part of the iceberg on the surface, and the bigger part of the iceberg is working below the surface to make the smaller part stand up, things like that, right? If you've been wondering, you can just watch the podcast. They explain it very well. Shout out to Andrew Huberman and Dr. Paul Conti, by the way. And okay, our mind has a dual function, like the light. If you know the quantum physics, you would know that light can both act as a wave when it's propagating, and it acts as a matter when it interacts with the surface, with any solid object, things like that. Similar to that, our mind has a dual function. Let's just call it let's just call the two parts of our mind as conscious mind and the subconscious mind. There are other names like this objective mind, the subjective mind, and the running mind and the sleeping mind, and the mind which works above the surface and the mind which works below the surface, and all the kind of names, right? About our conscious mind, you can say our conscious mind is the analytical mind. The mind was voice that we can hear. The mind voice that we hear in our mind is coming from the conscious mind. This guy right here, he makes the decisions. He decides whether the decision is right or wrong. He knows whether the things that you do are right or wrong. And this guy right here is highly analytical. You can't fool him into thinking wrong things. Like he would quickly pick up on whether it is right or wrong. Now, about the subconscious mind. Here's the interesting part about subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is not the logical mind. It is the bigger part of our mind that we don't see. This guy right here works under the surface. We don't really know what the subconscious mind is thinking because this guy right here doesn't have any voice. It blindly follows the conscious mind. Even though it is much more powerful than the conscious mind, the subconscious mind roots for the conscious mind. Now that we know what the conscious mind is and what the subconscious mind is, how do they interact with each other? Now let me illustrate that with an example. Now take ancient ship for example, not the modern ship by the way. This is the ancient ship in which the captain is on the pirate. The captain is on the above the surface, and the members, the crewmates, are below the surface of the ship, rowing really hard, not knowing where they're going, and the captain, he's the one who guides the members to the right place to where they want to go. Let's just take a place where the treasure is hidden. The captain determines where the treasure is. He guides the way of the ship and the crewmates who are working under the surface to make the ship move to the place where they want. Now you can probably understand how the analogy works, right? The conscious mind is the captain, and the subconscious mind is the members, the crewmates. The conscious mind actively navigates where it goes. It takes the decision, and the subconscious mind works under the surface. It blindly follows the conscious mind without asking where it's going. So you can see how the interaction works, right? The way you think shapes your conscious mind. That's why people may say, tell you to be positive. Be positive minded. Don't be negative minded. Don't be pessimistic. Be optimistic. Everything will work out. People tell you like that, right? Take an example for a second. When you say, tell yourself, I can't do this, it is way too hard. I can't do the workout, it is way too hard. I can't take the top grades, it requires a lot of skills that I don't have, and I don't think I can do it myself. When you think like that, of course you're not gonna achieve it. Now instead, think like this. I know that working out is hard. I know being healthy is hard. I know self improvement is hard. It is hard, and I accept it. And I accept the difficulty it throws at me, and I am confident I will improve on self improvement. I am confident that I will become strong. I am confident that if I do this, I will get the top grades. You can see how it goes, right? What you sow, you reap. Simply. Start by planting your mind with positive thoughts. Think of your subconscious mind as the garden, and the conscious mind is the seeds that you sow. When you put positive thoughts in your mind, your subconscious mind will resonate with it, and then it will make you a positive person. Positivity is valued at times like this, and negativity also, by the way, that's different. So I would like to conclude by stating the law of subconscious mind. When we think and we strongly believe in something and we take actions accordingly, it will become true, no matter what. That is the law of subconscious mind. It happens, alright? Positive affirmations, this is why they work. Let me state that again. When you think of things and you strongly believe in good things and you take actions accordingly, it will become true, no matter what. And I hope you find value in videos like this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a good listener. And as always, like and subscribe if you like me. Here's an actionable step for you. Final moment. Turn off your devices and think what you learned from this video. Think of everything that goes behind it. Think of your mind. Think of your subconscious mind. And as always, peace, my brothers.